Alright, hello, welcome to some updates of my winter car. So, it's been a while since we uploaded. Obviously there isn't that much to go on at the moment, it's pretty much all the same. So we're going to just go through everything and see if we can find anything that is new. So we'll go through the storyline first. So, not much is known about the game, which we know, and some might be subject to change, but confirmed features are strong frost, frozen lake with a racetrack, which is good. I can't wait to go and try some drifting on that. The ability to buy multiple pieces of the same engine parts, which we know. Feature that reads your MSC save, which we already have. We've got that from Season 2. The cold warmth meter and the ability to die from cold. Forward aftermarket steering wheel, snowball throwing, light and heavy winter clothing, new jobs, possibly the bus driving. I really hope that would be in there. That'd be pretty cool. The looping month, January, December. The Ferndale is being replaced. So the Ferndale is gone. There's no more of that. The Roscoe is also going to be replaced. This is confirmed by Topless Gun himself. So the Roscoe is going. We won't live in the existing home anymore, which is cool. I would like to know where we'll be moving. Maybe they'll put a new house in the map. Most of the catalogue parts will be changed. Some of them will be kept. One of the confirmed parts is the sport racing wheel. Sandbags to be added to add more grip. The traffic will get changes and speed limit gets decreased to 80 kilometers an hour. Not bad. So next up we'll have features which we've just looked at, yeah? Right, so cars. The project car has been confirmed in this preview video to be a CORRIS RIVETT. Based off of the 1973-79 Ford Taunus TC, most likely to be a 1970-75 TC1 due to the fender shape. In the beginning, it will just have a chassis like the Satsuma, but rather than almost all stock parts being available at the start, the parts will be found, bought or acquired by other means throughout the story and exploration. Unlike the Satsuma, it has a heater in it. It has a heater in it and we'll have a randomized license plate. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, we'll have our own license plates across the world. Everyone will be different. That'd be wicked. There will be a daily driver car that the player character owns that will be usable from the beginning of the game. It will be a boring 1980s front-wheel drive European 5-door hatchback. It may be possible to perform basic maintenance, oil changes, coolant, etc., but nothing major on it. The exact model of the car is yet to be revealed, but it will most likely be a diesel. Think of it as a slightly more advanced Heyo Sicko, if you will. The Jonas ES will most likely return in my winter car, but this is not 100%, repeat, not 100% confirmed yet. The Gifu and the Kekmet will also return, so that would be the ship machine and the tractor. One of the catalogue parts can be seen in the preview video. The part is the sport steering wheel. Let's have a look, see. Right, sport steering wheel is a car part which can be bought from the parts catalogue at home for 349 marks. It is attached to the steering column with a 10mm bolt. So release date 2014. Wow. 349 marks, parts catalogue. So that's that. Let's go back. The cost of, right, so where are we? We're here. The player will live in a rented apartment in the town, perhaps a similar one to which Jockey can have. Oh, that's cool. So we'd be renting, eh? There is no official release date for my winter car yet, but we'll come back to the release date in a minute. Most likely, my winter car will cost as much as my summer car, which is around €12, 14 $50 USD. Supposedly there is a discount for people who have already bought my summer car, but it is not known how many percentage. Any categories? No, that's it. So if we move on to the next bit. So on the next part we'll be looking at all the confirmed information for my winter car so far, and this has had a few edits in it, but we'll continue to update us through Steam. Since it seems the development of my summer car's snowy sequel, my winter car is in full swing, I thought I should sum up all the information we know so far. All of these are official information posted by TopChris on the Steam forums, so it's by the man himself or the My Summer Car Twitter. If needed, I can post sources for any of these. So, game. New My Summer Car type of game set during the winter. Price will be same as My Summer Car, €15. People who own My Summer Car will most likely get a discount for My Winter Car. And if you do not own either of the games, you would possibly be able to buy them as a bundle with a less price, a lower price, you know, like a discount if you buy both, sort of thing. There will be a permadeath mode, just like My Summer Car. There will be a temperature system. Player will have a mercury thermometer and also ability to read temperatures from teletext. Player will have to manage the temperatures as there is a possibility to freeze to death. TopChris says that the game will be even less fun than My Summer Car, which is, I don't see how that's going to happen. I mean, we're given a car we can build. We're going to be assembling an engine again. So, you know, that's pretty much what everyone buys the bloody game for. They don't do it for the story, you know. I do it once I've got the car. I restart the game just to build the car because it's fun to do, you know. So I do so many tutorials because I'm addicted to it. You know, but the stories is just a bonus, you know, when you just want to drive around and do shit in your car, you know, it gives you a purpose to drive the car. So I don't see how that could be boring. So yeah, it's going to be fun no matter what, you know. We give it a car to build and hopefully it's going to have a lot more parts to assemble, but we'll see. TopChris confirmed the possibility for loading your old My Summer Car save into My Winter Car and having that affect the story of My Winter Car. What this means is not known yet, but seems interesting. It sure does, my friend. Story and map. So, same player character as My Summer Car. Same map, but with snow, ice, and new buildings, which we've seen in My Summer Car. You know, when you come out of Parajavi onto the main road, dead ahead of you, they've got that building site going on. So, there's definitely going to be something there. What do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a clothes store, personally. Because it's said that you can buy light clothing and heavy clothing depending on the weather. So, you know, maybe there's a wear thing. Maybe your clothes wear out after a while. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So, where was we? The player will start in a completely different place. However, not at the parents' house, like in My Summer Car. Edit, Topless Gun answered. Whoops. Just do that. Yes, when asked, we will live in the town, Parajavi. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah. Wonder what house that could be. Maybe we could be living in Suski's house, parents' house instead. That'd be dope, wouldn't it, eh? The lake will be frozen and will have ice roads and an ice racing track. Cool. Takes place possibly 1 to 2 years after the events of My Summer Car. Year is not yet known, but confirmed to be pre-2000. So, say 2 to 3 years, or 95, so maybe 98, 99, maybe, before the millennium. So where was that? Yeah, 2000, set during the darkest winter time. Timo will still be alive. Good, we like that old man, even though he talks too loud. TopChris says that in the final game you will buy the project car as a chassis plus random parts from someone, and you will have to obtain the rest of the parts from various sources. Used parts magazines, Flitaris, new old stock parts from the importer, and maybe from junkyard type of locations. He also adds that getting all the parts in reasonable condition will be a pain. Okay, so yeah. I really can't wait for the game. I want to see what this is that, you know, because I swear to God, some people do exaggerate sometimes, you know. A pain in the ass for someone could be a piece of piss for someone else, you know. So, when asked about the player character's fate, TopChris responded, I think the days in My Summer Car are the last days of freedom, so enjoy it while you can. Okay then. So, is My Winter Car going to be the final game? What do you think? Do you reckon there'll be another one after My Winter Car? Or do you reckon we need to wait and see? Let us know in the comments. Physics. So, we'll use the same version of Unity engine as My Summer Car as an engine upgrade as possible. No dynamic snow physics. Snow will be static annoyance. There will however be icy slippery roads with hopefully different grip areas depending on the place. The roadsides would be snowbanked and driving deep in there would make your car stuck. Sweet, can't wait to get the car stuck in the snow. Car building system has been rewritten to be much more streamlined, allowing for better performance and to allow for the player to buy multiple spare engine parts, which is going to come in handy, especially when we try the car out for the very first time. You know, we know we're not going to go easy on it. It's going to get ripped. Topless Guns says that the driving physics are pretty much done now, and also describes the driving as pretty awesome and massive fun. Yes, I can get... Whoops, wrong buttons. Right. Yeah, I can see it being a lot of fun. Doing a bit of drifting, you know, exploring the new Parajavi in white. So, yeah, roll on whenever you're coming out. So, vehicles confirmed so far are a new buildable car and daily driver car that the player character owns and can use. More info on these below. Top Gun says there will hopefully be as many drivable vehicles as there are in my summer car, and that some of them will be carried over. So I'm guessing that would be the Kakmet, is it? And the Gifu, the ship machine. The Satsuma and Rusko are both confirmed to not appear in my winter car. Topless says it is always more fun for the player to experience new and different vehicles. Also another edit. The Ferndale will also be not returned in. The Ferndale will be replaced by another car, which is not decided yet. Topless Gun said most likely another US car. So when was it? Someone said that it could have been the Plymouth Fury that he's got in the garage. If you look on my summer car, in the garage opposite the one that's open, there's a Fury in there, or what looks to be like a Fury. So yeah, it could be that. So when asked about the moped, TG said, I think the Jonas might stay as it is. So that's the moped, the little mini bike, monkey bike, whatever you want to call it. That'll be staying, possibly. Top Gun says that he would like to include ice track racing, and there will most likely also still be the rally. That'd be cool. No chain tyres, but regular winter tyres with studs will be available. Wicked. So the project car. A 1970s two-door pillared coupe, or coupe. Rear-wheel drive, front-mounted, carburetted inline-4 gas engine. Will have multi-link suspension, fold. In the final game, the player will buy the project car with only the chassis. Will buy the car. So I guess we've got to go and purchase the car and somehow get it back to wherever we are. And some random parts, and we'll have to acquire the rest of the parts from various sources. This is going to be so much fun. Tutorial is going to be wicked on this. The car building system is also almost completely implemented and is most likely missing wiring and tuning parts. So maybe he'll do the same as my summer car on that and add that later on. You know, release it in early access. All you got to do is build the engine, build the car with the suspension, exhaust, brakes, steering wheel, and other stuff. And then, yeah, the rest will be added later on during updates. So, confirmed to be a Ford Taunus TC2. Car will be called a CORRIS RIVETT. So we've got daily driver. So it'll be a 1980s 4-door European hatchback, front-wheel drive, inline-4 engine. Topless Gun describes it as, while it has its own character, as all old cars do, I'd still say it is boring as heck. So, yeah. But we'll probably only use that temporarily, just so we can get our car built as quickly as possible. You know, as long as there's a something like my summer car editor, we'll be absolutely fine, you know. So, I think I'll be using that to get tutorials done. And then we could do tutorials on where to find all the bits and bobs and stuff like that. So, plenty of work to do. Diesel, yeah. Possibly a diesel model. Topless Gun confirm that the car does have a diesel engine option. Okay, wicked. So it serves the same purpose as the blue van, but with less space and owned by the player. Character from the beginning of the game. Wicked. So at least we actually start like legit with a car. So possibility for basic maintenance on the daily driver, oil changes, coolant, etc. but nothing major. Wicked. So let's see if these work. So we've got developer screenshots. So what have we got here? Right, so that was that. So it looks like, yeah, I think if we're going to be doing low speeds going up hills and that, we will get stuck. So we're going to have to get a roll on. So we got first development screenshot showing off the radiator of the project car. This perfectly matches a 1970s Ford Radiator. There we go. Can we zoom in on that? We can. Wicked. So this is what one of our radiators is going to look like. So it looks like we're going to have the hoses again going to and from the engine. And then that's where we fill it up. So looking dope. And then we've got the second one with the car development screenshot showing off the game and the map. You can see the buildable project car in the background. Let's zoom in. Can we make that bigger? No? I think that's as far as we can zoom in. So you've probably all seen this picture anyway. But yeah. Oh, there we go, that's better. That'll do. So it looks like it's got, yeah, it's definitely a two-door. You can see it goes back there, then along there's the boot, and yeah, so it's looking good. So I can't wait. Let's get rid of that one. Back to that one. Right, release date. There is no release date for my winter car yet. It will be released sometime after my summer car releases out of early access. My winter car will most likely be released in early access when it is first released. And then we've got speculations. I personally think the game will be released in 2022 at the earliest. If Top-Gun decides to do early access like he did for my summer car, 2021 seems too early for a release. Edit. When asked about my winter car's release date, Top-Gun says, looking into how quickly I was able to develop another fully buildable car with completely new assembling system, it should not take as long as I was afraid of. Obviously my winter car features are still missing. Hard to say how long that takes. Needs some major new graphical assets. So, yeah. It says it all there really. So yeah, whatever his speculation is, it could be 2022, some point next year. But, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. The longer you wait, the more excited you're going to be to play it, really. So, you know, if there's any inaccurate or missing information here, please let me know, and I'll edit post as more information about my winter car is revealed. So we can look over here, and I think this is pretty much the same anyway. On our specifications and performance. Here we go. So the CORRIS RIVETT is a Pillar-style two-door sedan with the beige interior. The exterior of the Rivette has not been revealed yet. The interior is odd, as it does not match its real-life counterpart. In real life, the dashboard padding is elevated on the driver's side, whereas in game it is more symmetrical. There is also no visible heater blower or center console, which was standard in most TC20s. The heater blower was a mod con. Okay. As for wheels, it right now looks like it has Satsuma shoes, but following the higher trim hinted at by the interior colour, it could have full slotted steel wheels. like you'd find on a Mark II Escort 1300 Sport, for instance, or normal steel wheels which were present on lesser Escort and Tornus TC2 models. Since it will be possible to restore the Rivette to a higher trim, we could even expect, whatever that word is, RS3 spokes. Ubiquitous? I don't know. RS3 spokes of Yaw or Granada style alloys. So let's have a look at the engine specs. So it's going to be a 1.6 litre inline 4 engine with 71 horsepower and 118 nanometer of torque from stock. The engine will be modelled after the Ford Pinto OHC engine and will have a single barrel carburetor from stock. It will have a 4-link rear axle. It will have a 4-speed manual transmission just like the Satsuma, but power goes to the rear wheels. It will probably weigh around 1 ton, which is 400 kilograms, more than the Satsuma. It might consume 12 litres per 100 kilometers, independent on engine variant. Unlike the Satsuma, the Rivette will not have a rev limiter. Ooh. That's pretty cool. So there's a chance of over-revving and blowing the car. Oh, we've got to try that. There will be an upgraded trim level that the player character can upgrade to the Rivette. Can upgrade the Rivette to, similar to how the Satsuma can be upgraded to the Satsuma GT. Performance, according to the developer, the handling is more comparable to Fernandau's than Satsuma is. Also slides much more than Fernandau on dirt does. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Hopefully, again, you know, depending on your tyres, you know, we might be a bit okay. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, interior, just like any other car in my Satsuma car, exception to Roscoe and Jonas, it will have a radio that other cars don't have. Is a heater for what other, right, there we go. So yeah, it will have a radio, full stop. What other cars don't have is a heater for the player to stay warm and prevent from dying. The interior is beige and the dashboard is black and beige wood grain with a Rivette badge on the glove box and chrome trim. It has 2 round air vents with 4 spokes. Topaz Gun has said the interior colour can be changed even without modifying the game. The instrument panel has yellow backlight, a speedometer that can show speed up to 220 km per hour, an RPM gauge that can show RPMs up to 7,000, and just like the Satsuma, the gauge shows the number in 2 digits. Unlike the Satsuma, the instrument panel has a battery indicator. Cool. The executive style interior in the video hints to a slightly higher trim model, equivalent to that of the Tornus gear. Modification. There will be new tuning parts. And some parts will return from my summer car. We will get a variety of performance camshafts. Not much is known yet about what new tuning parts the Rivette will have. However, the Pinto engine was also available with EFI in its later life in early Ford Sierras. And considering the fact that Top is going to suggest we might get parts from importers, parts form, I think that's a mistype, from importers. So this is a worthwhile guess that we could be blessed with other parts from Sierras, Capris in future updates. That would be so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have. So there's still no confirmed release date. I have been looking everywhere. So it is just speculations at the moment. But if you guys have heard anything, you'll feel free to let us know in the comments. Or when do you think it's going to be released? You know? And how excited are you for my winter car? Yeah, so let me know everything, you know, down in the comments below. Alright, if you found this video helpful, maybe consider hitting that like button. Consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell so you can always stay up to date with the news of my winter car, some my summer car, and maybe some playthroughs of the other games we play. Alright, as always, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.